Everyone knows Dexter, a killer, a man who kills other killers. But what most people don't know is this. One man tried to take that story and make it real. This is not television anymore. This is real crime. This is the story of a man who took a fantasy too seriously. A man who believed he could play hero, who believed he could be a savior. But the consequences were deadly. A real person lost their life. Mark Twitchell. An ordinary man. No history of violence, no serious criminal record, nothing that screamed future killer. He lived in Edmonton, Canada, a quiet city, a quiet life. On the outside, nothing remarkable, no warning signs, just another man blending in. Inside, however, something dark was quietly growing. Mark felt invisible, ignored, unseen, frustrated by life. When he watched Dexter, it wasn't just entertainment. It wasn't a TV show to him. It was instruction. Dexter was not a villain in Mark's mind. He was necessary. He was brave. He did what everyone else was too afraid to do. And slowly, almost imperceptibly, the line between fiction and reality started to blur. Until it disappeared completely. Mark began writing, not stories, not scripts. Real thoughts, dark thoughts. On his laptop, he poured out his anger at the world, his disgust at criminals, his belief that some people simply didn't deserve to live. He called it a mission, a purpose. In his mind, he was disciplined, he was intelligent, he was righteous. But there was one problem. There were no killers in Edmonton, no convenient monsters, no criminals lying in wait. And then came the conclusion. It doesn't matter if they're killers or not. What matters is that I do it. That thought, that justification, the point of no return. Mark decided to create his own prey. He assumed a fake identity, posing as a young, attractive woman. He joined the dating site Plenty of Fish. He became an expert at deception, fake photos, a carefully crafted personality, messages designed to build trust. Men responded, they shared their lives, they agreed to meet. They were looking for connection, companionship, perhaps even love. They had no idea what awaited them. The first man arrived at Mark's garage. Everything was staged, a dark, isolated space, a stun gun, even a fake firearm. In Mark's mind, this was his Dexter moment. But real life isn't television. The man fought back, he resisted. Somehow, against all odds, he escaped. Bruised, shaken, alive. For most people, that would be enough. A warning, a chance to stop. For Mark, it was just practice. He went home and wrote everything down, every mistake, every flaw. And he promised himself there would not be a second chance. The next man was John Brian Altinger, 38 years old. Before leaving to meet her, John did one small thing that would save his friend's memory, but not his own life. He sent an email to a friend. He told them where he was going and who he was meeting. Then John entered the garage. This time, Mark did not fail. A sudden blow, loss of consciousness, silence. Mark believed it was destiny. He picked up a knife. Without hesitation, he drove it into John's heart. John died there, trusting someone who never existed. Fear came quickly, but excitement came too. Mark tried to burn the body. The smell filled the garage and forced him to stop. So he did what he had seen on TV. He dismembered the body. But there was a fatal flaw. He was not Dexter. There was no ocean, no perfect escape. Desperation forced him to dump the remains in the sewer. Then he went home and did the unthinkable. He wrote everything down. This choice sealed his fate. Mark thought he had planned everything, except one thing, John's car. The police traced the license plate. Inside the vehicle was a laptop, unlocked, filled with meticulous notes, confessions, and detailed crime descriptions. There was no need for interrogation. Mark had already confessed, page by page, word by word, to himself. Mark Twitchell wanted to be Dexter, but Dexter was fiction. Mark was real. In the real world, there are no clean endings, no heroic killers, no moral shortcuts. Only victims, only consequences. This is not a story about justice. It's a story about obsession, about what happens when entertainment becomes ideology. And when someone mistakes a TV character for a permission slip. Because the most dangerous monsters are not the ones hiding in the dark. They are the ones who believe they are heroes.